All right, everybody. Today, we're going to sharpen up this World War II K-bar knife. Now, this sheath is aftermarket that my buddy Danny got on eBay. It's actually pretty high quality. I think I like it better than sheaths from the K-bar Corporation. I don't know, maybe it's just the color. The leather is relatively similar, but it's got this nice leather lanyard on the end there, or leg strap, if you will. Seems to be maybe a little bit thicker stock, but it's probably the same. It's the same sheath. I think just the color's different, but it feels nice, feels quality. So there we go. And this is the knife. Vintage World War II. You can see, maybe I might have to get some better shots because I can't really see light. It says it has the K-bar trademark here, USN Mark II. No tang stamps back in the day. The markings were on the guard. So we'll see if we can get this sharpened up for them and, you know, put this 80-year-old knife into service. Now there is a gap right here in, I guess, the leather. It's not going all the way up to the tang. I imagine it's just shrunken a bit over time, and there is some rust there on the tang. I don't know if I'll be able to get that off for him or not. Blade is in pretty good shape. It's just needs a fresh edge. So I'm gonna spray some WD-40 here and get to work. 20 degrees per side. Whoop, 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 whoop. I think I might have to get my rubber mat out so this quits moving around. We'll see. This, I'm sure, is a standard 1095 steel. I don't think they used that Crovan stuff that they use now back in World War II, although someone can correct me if I am wrong. I am very happy to be wrong. Now, back in World War II, the K-bar company that we know today was called Union Cutlery Company. And the name K-bar was a trademark that they had established, and had been established for at least 20 years prior to World War II. If you go on K-bar's official YouTube channel, they actually have an outstanding documentary about their company. It really is. It's very well made, high quality professionalism. It's dramatized. People portraying like the founders of their company. They did a fantastic job. Here, I'm just feeling for a burr here, and I've got it. So take a couple more passes and we'll flip it over to the other side. So the Union Cutlery Company was founded in, I believe, 1898. And I don't remember the people's names that founded it, but something of note was that they were kind of intermarried with the Case family of case knives that's still around today. And I just thought that was neat, you know, kind of knife royalty. You know how all like the European royals are all, you know, intertwined relations of some sort. It's funny that, you know, the American cutlery, you know, some big names in Case and K-Bar had done like the same thing. I thought that was just real neat. I believe it was some of the Case daughters married the Union Cutlery guys. And, you know, they started out making straight razors, then moved to like pocket knives and hunting knives, and a letter came into their company at one point where, you know, a gentleman used their hunting knife to kill a bear, but the way he wrote it out, like he had, you know, poor penmanship and you know, spelling wasn't the best. It said kill a bar, and they abbreviate it K-A bar, kill a bar for K-bar. And if you watch that documentary, I believe the company has that letter in their archives. Pretty darn cool history if you like knives. Okay, we have established our burr on that side. This knife was sent to me by my friend Danny Jackson to get sharp. He got this old knife for a good deal. If you who are watching have any suggestions on cleaning up the rust from, you know, in between the guard and the leather there, let me know. I'd like to help them out there. Maybe even soak the handle in some oil. I don't know. It doesn't feel super dry and brittle. I've had worse in my hands. Couple more passes. Remove the burr. Then we can move on to that fine grit stone. Okay, let's try it out here. Where's my towel? Get some mold steel off there. All right, back to work. Now, the Union Cutlery Company, that we now know as K-Bar, did not invent this design. It was a military design. I should know the name of the guy who designed it, but I do not. He was a Navy guy. Designed the official name of this knife is the Mark II fighting utility knife. It was issued to the Navy and the Marine Corps in World War II. And was made by 4 different manufacturers: Union Cutlery, Camillus, Robeson, and somebody else. Was it Powell? Did Powell make a version of this? I don't know. I'm sure somebody watching this knows. I believe Camillus is the most common. And then, the K-bar. I think Robeson might be the rarest, as like a vintage collectible. And this Mark II fighting knife has seen action in every conflict the United States has been involved in ever since World War II. Now, as far as I know, it was only actually issued in World War II. Well, maybe Vietnam as well, because they had there was a huge surplus of these after World War II. So we got the Korean War in there as well, where they may have been issued, but I think after that they're likely private purchased. I know Ontario Knife Company made this knife as well until they went bankrupt recently in the last couple of years. That may have been issued to the Marine Corps. If you're watching this and you're a Marine, well, happy birthday, U.S. Marines. I'm filming this on November the 10th, 2024. So happy birthday, U.S. Marines. Just work this edge real good. Flip it over. I've spoken with some former military members, and when they were in the military, they weren't issued one, but it was recommended to them that they get a K-bar knife. And those were former Army branch folks who said that to me. Colonial Knife Company recently started making some Mark II, K-bar knives. You can check that out on their website. Yeah, a bug flying over here. All right, let me wipe this off here. Let's drop it up, see if we got a decent cutting edge going on. All right, tiny little piece of paper here. All right, we sliced it. So I think we're pretty good on this edge. So here's a good look at it, guys. World War II vintage K-bar knife.